Hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome. Let's talk today about dating apps. What are the pros and cons of it? And if you should use them when you are looking for your millionaire proposal. So, first things first, I want you to be aware that there is a certain pattern that a man has to have and do in order to fall in love, in order to go to this path of proposal. Okay? So, dating apps gives you more possibility, but there are huge cons, which I'm going to be talking about in a second, that stop men and women to go towards deeper connection and proposal. Okay, so the biggest negative point of dating apps is obviously the short-term gratification. Okay, men and some women, they just want to hook up, they just want to meet, make out, and then they're like, okay, I'm bored, next, just like fast. They just get bored, and then next, who else out there, who else can I meet? Okay, I met him once, I'm bored, next. And then this kind of shallow meeting doesn't allow a man to invest in you. And it's not because of you, it's because it's because of the concept of constantly just matching and next. There are like all of those apps, like, Tinder, Bumble, and others. So some people, like, this app can give you, of course, more reach to certain people. But some people literally got addicted to matching, talking to one person, and then next, just I want a new thing, just like we all want a new iPhone, right? So just having the next and next person, okay, because they're too bored with the same one. Okay. And with this, obviously, like, I have clients who feel ghosted because they say no to intimacy, and then the guy ghosts them. And they think, because I didn't give him intimacy, he ghosted me. No. If a guy ghosts you in the beginning, he ghosts you because he ghosts you. It has nothing to do with intimacy. If you had intimacy with him, he would still ghost you, okay? And it would be even worse. So it's about, like, unfortunately, this new concept of, like, being addicted to newness and, like, just swiping and next. Let me actually give you a real life example. And I will tell you in a second what's the problem in that. The problem is that two people don't create an emotional connection, which I always teach you, like, it's so important. And two, the guy doesn't invest in the woman. And he needs to invest to fall in love. Okay, and there's nothing you can do. There are men out there who are going to delete the app the minute they talk to you on the phone, the minute they meet you the first time. Because they know, they are conscious men. They know in order to be successful, they need to focus. Okay? So I'm not saying that men can't be circular dating either, but however, they are more successful when they are focused on you. So that's why when you're circular dating, don't be surprised that many high value, high effort men will not even have the app. They will be focused, laser focused on you. Okay? Anyways, let me give you a real life example. So there was a guy that I was dating once, and I also met him on the app, okay? And he seemed really low effort. Like, he seemed like distracted. First, I thought it's because of his job, He was kind of successful, so I thought maybe he's, like, really busy with his job. But he didn't text much, he didn't call much, he didn't bring any flowers, he didn't bring any gifts. He didn't ask me how I feel, what I think, what I desire, what I need. Like, like, I always tell you, ladies, that provider men want to make you happy, they want to fulfill your needs and desires, but they also have to be interested and ask. So I thought, okay, I don't know why he's so low effort. I don't know why he's not focused on me. Maybe he has his issues. Maybe, I don't know, he's focused on his work, or he's focused on other women. But it was just not a match because, I'm only taking someone who is high effort, right? So I saw that and I was like, I kind of do like you. You are attractive and you do check my boxes somehow, but it's like, I don't know what you're doing all day. Like, the focus was just not, I could just feel the energy wasn't on me. I could just like feel that he was distracted with something. And I said, if your focus is right now in your career, that's completely fine. But I don't want someone whose focus is on the career. Okay. So I'm not the person who would just like be okay with a wealthy millionaire, but he has no time. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have it all. Anyways, long story short, I said goodbye. And then fun fact, that's another negative point about the dating apps, is that you don't know any people in common. But fun fact is that I made friends with somebody who is friends with this guy. Okay, so it's like it was later, a few weeks later, I become friends with another person who knew him, like personally, long term. They were literally friends. Okay, and I talked to the guy, and I was like, we just talked, and we figured out this is like the person that he also knew. Okay. And then he told me, yeah, like this guy, he's telling me he wants marriage, he wants kids, he wants a relationship, but somehow it's just not working for him. And I'm like, yeah, I know. He told me he wants those things, but I don't know what is this guy doing. Is he so distracted with his work? Like, what's with him? And then our common friend told me that, this guy, he's just addicted to first dates. He's just like, he needs this like instant gratification. Like, it kind of like makes a dopamine hit in his brain to always have another date and another one and another one. So he can't like focus. It's like you would be addicted to looking on recipes for dinner, right? Like, let's say you always look at new recipe and you swipe a new recipe, a new recipe, but you never cook them dinner, right? So it's like, you always look for new recipes, but you never actually do the thing. Just like baking even a cake, you look a cake recipe, but you don't do the thing. Or you just look at architecture plans for building a house, but you never build a house. They always like swap the next plan and next and this one. And this friend told me, he was like, listen, I know that he wants a relationship, he wants children, he wants marriage, but like he's just so addicted. Like, even when there were like two guys, he told me that even when we meet in friends group, he would like take out his application, Tinder, Bumble, like others, and just like swipe, swipe, swipe. Like, he's addicted. And I'm like, wow. So like, this guy, I know I'm a match of high value, high effort men, like already years ago. I already was. That's why it was so easy for me to let go, because I was like, this is not what I want. Like, somebody who's so distracted, right? But anyways, this common friend told me that this guy is just addicted. Like, he's just addicted to like swiping and having a first date and see like what else is out there, what else is out there. Kind of like the fear of missing out, or maybe like this excitement of like unknown. What else is out there? What else can I do? Right? So that's a really negative point. What I also realized with my clients, also in my previous, life, I realized that not all of the men on this app, but many are low effort. Not even because they are not masculine, but they're kind of like got into this, they get swept into this gratification loop of just like matching and saying hi, maybe one date, and all of that, and like unable to invest into a woman. So that's a negative part, because they have so many options. It's like easier to just like swipe and next first date, because first date are low effort. Like, usually women don't expect high effort in first date, right? Like, it's okay. It's just the first date. You don't have to have like big dinners and big presents for the first date. And that's okay. But like, some people, men and women, get really addicted to this like loop of gratification of like, what else is out there. So that's the negative point. Okay. However, again, there are a few conscious men who are able to close the app, have to focus on you. If they are circulating and they still focus on those women that they circulate with, and they are able to invest. Just like I have clients who are right now dating, have high effort treatment, best restaurants, gifts, attention, flying business class when they're dating outside of their own country. I also help women date outside of their own country, fly business class. So, and they also sometimes met them through online portal. Yeah. So it is possible, but if you already see a guy being so low effort, he's probably like addicted already to this gratification loop. He can't invest in one woman. And it can be even for you. Like for you, you can have the same issue of not allowing a man to really invest into you, his time, energy, and money. Because you're like, okay, what's else out there? What's else? Like next match, next first date. Okay. And you know what? If you like, I don't even want to judge this. Like if you like it, like I had a few really young clients, like early 20s, and they told me, you know what, I kind of like don't even want marriage now. I just want to like date around and see what's out there. And I just want to have the experience. How can I like date safely? Right. So I kind of like teach them how they can date safely with like proper boundaries, of course, only meeting in public places, stuff like that. So I taught them those things so that they can, like, just find out what's out there. And that's okay. If this is your period, that's okay. But if you tell your friends, you tell me that you want to get married, you want to have children, you want a relationship, but you notice yourself that either the guy, you attract men who kind of are so low effort, they ghost after a while, or you reject guys after the second date, then catch yourself that you're in this gratification loop of the modern dating apps. They are literally designed to keep you single. They're literally designed to make you addicted. Okay, so just be aware of that. And again, conscious people, conscious men, conscious women are aware of that and allow the connection to go beyond 3 dates. Of course, if there are red flags, obvious disagreements, you let the person go. But if there's nothing wrong and you just like keep swiping and next and next and next and next and next and next first date, this is just the gratification loop. Okay, just know that. It's like addiction to stuff, like addiction to sugar. Like you just want the short gratification. This is not how you can create a long-term relationship. This is not how you get to proposal. Yeah. I was talking to a client lately. She was like, I just want the guy to just ghost me. Can I just date someone new? And I'm like, why in the world do you want to date someone new? Does he have any red flags? She said no. Okay, no. Does he fulfill your non-negotiables of your love list? Yes. Okay, so why do you want that he goes to you? Like that doesn't make any sense. You say you want to get engaged and you find this guy attractive. Yes. So continue dating him. Okay, so sometimes we need that kind of push from a coach. And this is what I do with my one-on-one clients. So if you desire support on your dating journey, make sure to reach out to me. My email is in the description box. Okay, you can also apply for our free first love audit call. There's the link in the description box. Okay, because sometimes we don't even realize those things of the modern dating, how that kind of keeps us, keeps us single. Okay, and then the second, so basically dating apps gives you more options, but if you're not aware, if you don't, as a man, if you don't invest in a woman properly, and as a woman, if you don't allow a man to invest in you properly, you will not create a long-term relationship that leads to commitment. Okay, so be aware of that. Like I am a fan of circular dating, yes, but at some point it doesn't become circular dating anymore. It's just like swiping, saying hi, and maybe one date. This is not circular dating. This is like being caught in a gratification loop. Circular dating means that you're dating for a few months, like 3 to 6 people parallel. Okay, 3 to 6 people have no red flags who fulfill your love list. I actually talk about all of this also in my course, How to Date a Millionaire. So I will also put this in the description box. So if you want to do something that will help you, but it's self-study and much more affordable than my one-on-one coaching, you can check out this link. Okay, for my course, How to Date a Millionaire. Okay, so that's like the pros, you have more options, but the negative point I just talked about. Okay, so you be focused. Like even as a woman, like allow a man to enter your life. Don't just like go to the next new thing. I just need a new thing. Okay, one other pro or negative point of dating apps is that you don't really know the guy. You don't know his family, you don't know his friends, and it will take you longer to get to know his family and friends. Okay, so just take the time. Just like I got lucky that I kind of like met a common friend of the guy I was dating. It was just pure luck. Okay, but I'm also very open and stuff. But usually you don't know their family and friends. So guys tend to behave different in the beginning in the dating phase. And you know, common friends and like friends and family will tell you their character. They know them. All right. So when you're dating somebody, it doesn't mean that like sometimes they will introduce you to their friends and family, but sometimes not. Definitely take longer to watch their behavior. Are they consistently loving? Are they consistently grounded? Are they calm? Or what is their behavior over a long period of time? So you would have to watch it longer. It's not that easy because you literally have no common contact. Okay. Which, by the way, that's why I do recommend you to ask your friends and family if they know some, like even random people, if they know somebody who would be a good match for you. If you are doing circular dating correctly, if you're following, you know, my principle, you don't have any intimacy until there's a commitment. So you can go out with somebody with no issue, and then if it's not a match, you just say goodbye and that's it. Okay. The only reason people want to stay anonymous is because when they hook up and then, you know, it's somebody from the friend group, it's weird afterwards. But if you just have a talk, innocent coffee date to see if you guys have similar values, if you match, all right, then that's no big deal. You can have, you can date somebody who is in your friends group, who your friend and family know, and then if it doesn't match, it's okay. Like no big deal, no big emotions, yeah. And the good thing is, because it's a recommendation, you know, your friend or your family member kind of approve of their character. They know them. Okay. They know they have good intentions, all of that. So that's another point of the anonymous thing is that, yeah, if you want to do like shady stuff with them, it's good that you will never see them again. But if you are looking for your husband, it is a negative point that you don't have any kind of like common friends and family members, or like even just like people you know, because men and women too, but usually men especially, they change their behavior in the beginning, just like, you know, to just show the best behavior. It's kind of even human nature. So just watch them longer. It will take you longer, but it's still possible. And take them to your friends and ask them for the opinion. Yeah. What they think about them. Like other people can oftentimes spot different things. So what else can I say about the dating apps? Yeah, I think these are the most important points is that it gives you more possibility, but there are many negative points. And if usually what I see, especially with my clients, if they meet someone off the dating app, even on the street, even at a grocery store, even like at some kind of meetup, people tend to invest in themselves more when they don't have so many options. So let's say you meet a guy in a meetup, like you just meet up for people who have common interests. Let's say you like hiking, okay? Or you like personal development. I like personal development meetups, right? So if he is not on a dating app, he will just have you as an option, and then maybe he talks to another girl, maybe, but then he'll be focused and he'll invest in you. And yes, it is true. At some point, we have to like see, okay, are there any red flags? Are the values good? Are the values good? And is he meeting my non-negotiables, right? However, beyond that, you don't need anything like perfect because there is no perfect person. And that's another problem with those dating apps. Okay. You think, okay, this person has ugly shoes and socks. Ew, let me get another person. It's like, come on, this is not a non-negotiable red flag. ugly shoes. Like, you know, these are just ugly shoes. If you're married to this person, do you think you can't buy him new shoes? You can, right? So what I'm trying to say is that open up to meeting people in person. And yeah, also in my course, How to Date a Millionaire, I added in there how you can like look approachable offline. Okay. So that's important. What else? What else can I share with you, ladies? Yeah, so the dating apps, it's okay, but try to go to places, and it's you're gonna have much better experience with people who either are conscious on the dating app and literally delete it after they meet you, or people who you meet through family and friends, or people that you even meet on kind of like meetups, outside activities, because they are not so distracted. Like, people get into decision fatigue when they have so many options. Just like when you have so many like, let's say you go to a new supermarket and you have so many options of cheese, and you just want, like, this is like a really serious decision of your life, like, right, who's going to be your husband, and you have so many options of cheese, you're going to be so overwhelmed, like, to choose which one. Okay, so you don't need so many options, you don't. But we kind of feel like we need endlessly options. At the end, we don't decide about anybody. So those dating apps get you in this loop. They are designed to keep you single, unfortunately. So limit your options. Like, limit your options, because like, again, you have to know, like, this is what I'm teaching in my How to Date a Millionaire course. Check it out, by the way. You have to know what do you need, like non-negotiable parts. You have to know what are your red flags, right? But then beyond that, a relationship is created. You're not buying a box that you can order from Amazon and, oh, if I don't like it, I just order a new one. Relationships are created. Healthy relationships, that you create this together with this person. Okay, so anything beyond, like, little things like ugly shoes, they don't matter. Like, they literally don't. He's not perfect, you also are not perfect. And relationships later are being created through the guy investing in you and you receiving this, and you both falling slowly, not falling, like even literally growing in love slowly, through the deep emotional connection, through the fact that you spend time together, through the fact that he invests in you and you're able to receive that, right? And through the fact that he is committing and you are too. And then you create a beautiful relationship together. We have been like told that, oh, relationships, it's like a box. So I have, like, if I'm not happy, I'm gonna throw it away and get a new box. But this is not how relationship works. This is not a puzzle game. It's not like you're a puzzle and they're a puzzle and they have to fit perfectly, or we just like have to find somebody else. This is not how that works. Like, okay, this video is gonna be too long for this topic, but I'm gonna make another video about this. Relationships are created through a dynamic of like investing in each other, being able to receive love, caring for each other, caring into like falling into bondage. And so yeah, I'm gonna make another video about this, but what I'm just trying to say here is that anything beyond that, it's being created. Okay, it's being created, just like you created a relationship with your parents. You don't really have a choice, but you have a relationship. It is the relationship that it is, right? But you created it through the years, right? So same with you're gonna be with your marriage and with your long-term relationship. As long the non-negotiable points are met, anything else is being created, and you just have to know how to hold and build a healthy relationship. But again, that's another video's topic. Just let's go back to this one. Quick recap. If you are using dating apps, just be aware that, well, don't get scooped into this gratification loop. Allow the man to invest in you longer than 3 dates. If you're attracted to him, he has no red flags, and ugly shoes is not a red flag. No, this is not a red flag. Like, this is just like an ugly shoe. Like, this is not a red flag. Red flags are like things you should have to run and journal on, and what it is for you. And if you need more support, you can always reach out to me for one-on-one coaching. Okay. So as long those things are met, the non-negotiable points, that he needs to have a good job, I don't know, he needs to be respectful, he has no negative red flags, and you're attracted to him, allow this to, continue more than 2 or 3 dates, because this is the only way you can create a relationship. Okay, so stop looking for new shiny boxes, because the truth is, it's just a gratification loop, and try to meet people outside. You can go to meetups, ask your friends and family, and meet people outside and have friendly, innocent conversation and dates that you guys can get to know each other and see if you're a good match. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below if you resonate and what you think about dating apps and if they served you until now or not. And yeah, if you need one-on-one support, reach out to me. My email is in the description box, and I see you in the next one. Subscribe